UK gilt yields are climbing again, and the appointment of John Healey as Chancellor signals a shift toward higher defense, spending, and looser fiscal rules. Markets are pricing in more debt, more inflation risk, and higher borrowing costs. This isn't just a UK story. Healey's track record suggests he'll prioritize defense spending. That means more government borrowing. The market's immediate reaction has been sharp. UK 10-year yields are now near 5%. Gilts are underperforming their peers across developed markets. The pound is held up, but only because higher yields attract carry traders looking for return. Underneath that, the bond market is genuinely nervous. Energy policy adds another layer of pressure. The government cut taxes on energy bills while energy prices remain high. That creates a fiscal hole that needs filling somehow. The budget later this year will be the real test of whether markets trust the direction. When a major economy like the UK shifts its fiscal stance, the mechanism is straightforward. More borrowing means more bond issuance. More bond issuance means investors demand higher yields to absorb the supply. Higher yields then feed back into mortgage rates, corporate borrowing costs, and eventually into every corner of the economy. This isn't just a UK story. Global capital flows shift when a major economy's risk profile changes. When UK yields rise, investors rotate capital toward higher return sovereign debt. That pulls liquidity away from emerging markets and riskier assets elsewhere. For founders and builders in Morocco and beyond, understanding this macro shift is critical. The mechanism works through relative attractiveness. If UK gilts offer 5%, investors question why they should take equity risk in an early-stage startup for a similar or only slightly higher expected return. Capital is fungible and it flows toward the best risk-adjusted returns. When the risk-free rate rises in a major economy, the floor under all other returns rises too. That means emerging market debt, equity, and venture capital all face pressure simultaneously. The pound staying strong while gilts sell off tells you something important. Investors want yield, but not duration risk. They're hedging against fiscal slippage while still capturing carry. That split signals deeper unease beneath the surface. Higher gilt yields raise the global risk-free rate. That increases the discount rate for all risky assets, including startups. Your company's valuation is inversely related to yields. When yields rise, future cash flows are worth less today. The math is simple but brutal. A startup projecting cash flows 5 or 10 years out gets hit hardest because those distant cash flows are discounted most heavily. For Moroccan startups raising capital, this means investors may demand higher returns or lower valuations. The venture market doesn't move in lockstep with bonds, but the direction is clear. Over time, higher yields compress the multiples investors are willing to pay. If you're bootstrapped, higher yields mean higher interest rates on any debt you take. Your cost of capital just went up. Whether you raise equity or take on debt, the price of money has shifted. Founders who ignore this will find term sheets thinner and valuations lower than expected. Every macro shift creates winners. If you're building in fintech, cross-border payments, or hedging tools, currency volatility is your friend. Moroccan exporters and importers need to manage FX risk. Build solutions for them. When the dollar and euro move against the dirham, businesses face real losses on contracts and inventory. Software that helps them lock in rates or automate hedging becomes essential. Energy efficiency is another angle. With energy prices high and fiscal support uncertain, businesses will look to cut costs. Software that optimizes energy use or automates supply chains becomes more valuable. Companies spending heavily on power will pay for tools that trim even single-digit percentages off their bills. Defense tech is a long shot, but worth watching. If UK defense spending rises, supply chains may open up. Moroccan manufacturing could play a role in that ecosystem. The key is to find where macro pressure creates urgent demand that didn't exist before. Tighten your burn rate. Higher cost of capital means every dirham counts. Focus on unit economics. The startups that survive tightening cycles are the ones that treat capital as scarce before it actually becomes scarce. Review your revenue per customer, your gross margins, your payback periods. Cut what doesn't contribute to those numbers. Monitor currency pairs. USD to MAD and Euro to MAD will feel the ripple of UK fiscal shifts. Hedge if you have exposure. A sudden move in either pair can wipe out a quarter's profit for an import-heavy business. Look for macro-driven demand. Volatility creates needs for risk management tools that didn't exist before. Talk to customers about what's keeping them up at night. Stay liquid. Cash is king when markets are uncertain. A strong balance sheet gives you optionality when competitors are forced to raise at bad terms or shut down entirely. Liquidity is a strategic asset, not idle capital. UK fiscal uncertainty is pushing yields higher globally. That's the headline, but the detail matters. Healy's appointment signals a direction, and markets are already repricing before any formal budget announcement. Your startup's cost of capital is rising whether you feel it yet or not. The lag between bond market moves and venture market moves can be months, but the direction is set. Opportunities exist in fintech, energy efficiency, and risk management. These aren't speculative bets. They're responses to real pain points that businesses face right now. The founders who build around macro pressure rather than ignoring it will find the strongest demand. Act now. Review your financial strategy before the next budget lands. Waiting for confirmation means reacting after the market has already moved. The budget later this year will clarify how much borrowing the UK plans and whether markets accept it. Until then, the smart move is to prepare for higher rates and build where the pressure is greatest. Watch the UK budget announcement later this year for the next signal. Track gilt yield movements weekly and monitor how they ripple into emerging market currencies. The next chapter in this story gets written when the Chancellor speaks.